I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day. Yes, it is. And I'm so very excited to have my next guest on today. You know, nutrition, health, food, choices. Fast food? Nah, we can't do that. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. We got a solution for you.
I did to be different. I did to be different. I did to be different. I did. I did. I did to be different. To be different. I did to be different.
Welcome back to the show. Okay, so I have David Rowland here, and I'm not sure if he's a doctor or should I call him scientist, but he is just amazing. Just a short conversation that we just had. He's got me peaked. I'm just ready to get into this. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a research scientist, a nutritional biochemist, and a teacher of therapeutic nutrition. I wrote the book, Nutritional Solutions for 88 Conditions. And of those 88 conditions, heart disease is the most devastating. It kills more people than all other disease causes combined. My book, Bypass the Bypass, has the solution for heart disease, and that's why I've recently updated that book.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Why did you get into this field of study?
Well, it started, well, it's a long story. I started when I was about 16 years old visiting health food stores, and I got moved with the bug. And in later life, I became a nutritional consultant, actually Canada's first nutritional consultant. And I founded 2 schools of nutrition. And then in later years, I became a research scientist.
Oh my gosh. So it started all in the health food store, which is where I love to go. Like literally today, I might just be headed out to the health food store. So literally speaking, okay, so health food store, and then, excuse me, hold on. Yeah, that's from leaving the door open because they were doing my water heater. Sorry, flies. So health food store. Okay, you got bit by the bug. You went into nutrition and then science. Okay, so how did science get into this?
Well, you see, it was about, well, I think it's about 35 years ago. I found a concept of a nutritional formula that clears the arteries. But it wasn't. I improved on the formula, but it wasn't scientifically researched. So I did the research, and just recently, I've added two chapters in my Bypass the Bypass book, which gives the proof that cholesterol is not the problem.
What?
Right.
Wait a minute. We've been told that cholesterol is the problem.
No, it's not. It's a hoax, actually. Some scientists fed cholesterol to rabbits, and their whole body's plugged up. But you see, rabbits are herbivores. They don't eat animal foods. They don't eat cholesterol, so their body's just plugged up. It was, and then there was another guy, Ansel Keys was his name, in 1953. He took data from 5 countries and showed that the higher consumption of fat, they had more heart disease. But he committed fraud with that study because he had the data from 22 countries, but he only chose the 5 countries that proved what he wanted to prove. If he'd taken the data from all 22, there would be no just random points on the graph. But here's the thing, the first heart attack that was recorded in 1910. And prior to that time, nobody was dropping dead from heart attacks, and people were eating lots of cholesterol, eggs, bacon, lard, shortening, sausage, pork, and nobody's dropping dead. In my book, Bypass the Bypass, there's my research study which proves cholesterol is not the problem.
So I'm not going to ask you what is the problem, because that would give away the book. But what I'm going to ask you is, what are we doing wrong?
What are we doing wrong is we are consuming unstable fats. These polyunsaturated oils are chemically unstable. They break down in the body and cause mutations in the cells of the arteries, and it starts a whole cascading process where there's something called free radicals that attack cells, and it's well, anyway, it's explained in the book. But what happens is there are many tumors building up in the inner lining of the artery, and these tumors expand and they rupture, and then the body lays down fibrin, which is like a scab, and then the scab attracts minerals in the bloodstream, like calcium, and then the calcium attracts fats because minerals and fats have opposing electromagnetic charges. They attract each other. And then the whole thing is covered over with a layer of cholesterol. But the cholesterol is the last thing that's laid down the plaque, not the first. And it's there in a protective role. It's to keep the blood flowing smoothly, so the blood cells don't get hung up in the scab.
So I'm a very backwards kind of person. I like to take things apart and then reverse engineer them. So what we're saying is, I'm not going to say it because they have to read the book. I kind of got it. I kind of understand. So it's like, okay, to me, we're doing all of this fast food and unstable. Okay. So what is stable fats? Like stable oils, like maybe olive oil, coconut oil.
Okay, yes. The olive oil and butter and coconut oil are this most stable fats, yes. And olive oil is a staple in the Mediterranean countries, and they have the lowest incidence of heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
But now there are other things that we're doing wrong that aren't dietary.
Okay.
Say we drink chlorinated water. Well, chlorinated water forms chloroform in the body, which attacks the cells of your arteries. And bathing in chlorinated swimming pools, has the same effect. And then ultraviolet radiation, X-rays, and things like that. But the main things are, from a dietary perspective, the chlorinated water and the unstable fats, the tinkered fats that they make in the laboratory, the trans fatty acids. The worst of all is the deep fried foods. Absolutely the worst.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so there's this thing now called, well, it's been out for a long time, but air frying. Is that better?
I don't know. What is it? The problem with oils is when they get past a certain temperature, they break down. And the polyunsaturated oils, the ones like what are the soybean oil and all these oils that are supposed to be good for you, they break down when they're exposed to light or to air or to heat. So it's and it was in the 1960s, there was the biggest push for polyunsaturated oils, and that's when heart disease peaked.
Wow. Well, I'm very grateful for this because I mean, a lot of people need to understand that what they're doing to their bodies is causing the problem and
Yeah,
helping for the cholesterol to actually protect its building because it's
yeah,
building on layers of protection.
right. Now, another thing about cholesterol, I have done the research and I've talked to doctors and nurses on cardiac teams, and I'll say to them, but most people who have heart attacks or bypass surgery don't have high cholesterol, do they? And they say, no, no, not at all. About 80% of the people who have heart attacks or who have bypass surgery have normal cholesterol levels. And the doctors who are open about this say that, well, the high cholesterol is really a genetic thing. It's nothing to do with diet.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, it's quite a wake up call.
It really truly is. Okay, so your book is saying what the problem really truly is.
And what the solution is.
You got me.
Well, this you have to eliminate the bad things, like the
Right.
clear water and the unstable fats. You have to have have consume only stable fats, but you also need to take a lot of vitamins and minerals to support your body's immune processes to to scrub away the plaque in your arteries. Like the body makes something called lipoprotein lipase. It's an enzyme that acts like a detergent and it scrubs away the fat in your arteries. But you need to have a lot of vitamin C before your body can make lipoprotein lipase.
My
And,
goodness.
and there are a lot of things going on in the body, but basically, our ancestors prior to 1910, they didn't, their bodies weren't subject to the same stresses that we were. And they had a healthy diet in terms of stable fats. And their immune systems were capable of warding off what their exposure to these toxins, shall we say,
Wow.
these harmful factors. But we over expose ourselves to these harmful factors, and we undernourish ourselves. Our immune systems are undernourished and can't deal with them. So my book, Bypass to Bypass, gives you the solution, how to eliminate the hazards and how to support your immune system to clear away the problem. Nobody has to have a heart attack. Nobody has to have bypass surgery if they read this book and do what it suggests.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys, you hearing this? I mean, okay. 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 I've always known that you have to actually feed your body good food.
Yeah,
You know, stable fats, I didn't know they were stable, but I love olive oil, butter, and coconut oil in my
yeah,
food. Anything
good.
else, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
yeah,
None of that other stuff. Um, I mostly eat a lot of vegetables and stuff like that because I like vegetables. It's not
yeah,
because as if I'm trying to eat vegetables. I just like them, you know. I like to cook
yeah,
them,
yeah,
love boiled cabbage. I mean, things like that.
yeah.
So should people literally start to look at those as well?
Well, yes, as a healthy diet, you're very much in tune with your body. That's wonderful. But the book gives the therapy. You aren't going to get enough vitamins and minerals and amino acids and what you need from a regular diet. You have
Right.
to take enough of these powerful factors to get the job done. So that means taking a lot
Yeah,
of
extra
vitamins and minerals.
supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too.
Mm.
Garlic is a really good supplement.
Yes, it is. And it helps to lower cholesterol, but it doesn't clear away your arteries, doesn't clear away the plaque in your arteries.
Hmm. Hmm. So is that going to be in your book, the how to clear the plaque in your arteries?
Yes, that's the basis of the whole book.
Ooh.
And in the book, there are 55 case histories of people who have gotten rid of angina, who've avoided bypass surgery, on and on and on.
Wow.
And even it's possible to reverse diabetic gangrene.
My goodness.
Yeah, people send me pictures of a toe that was black, and just like, and then 3 months later, send me a picture of the same toe that was pink again. And we've had people saved their feet from amputation. There were feet, legs, and this was back in the 1980s. There was a gentleman who was about to have an amputation, and he took the supplements and saved his leg, but he actually saved 2 legs because the other one was going too. But no, there's another funny story. There's also in the 70s, there was a man who was diagnosed at a hospital in Toronto with occluded arteries, plugged up coronary arteries. They did it with ultrasound, a Doppler ultrasound, the same way that they do it. They do look at the fetus in a pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
So this man saw on the TV monitor the blockages in his coronary arteries. Then he went on this program, the bypass program, and I think it was maybe three or 4 months later. It might have been 5 months. I don't remember the timeline. He went to another hospital in Toronto, and his arteries were clear. So the doctors of the second hospital accused the doctors of the first hospital of misdiagnosis because they know the arteries can't get unplugged.
Oh, but that's what the basis of your book is about.
That's right.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
We need to know things like this. Where can we find your book?
Well, it's on Amazon. Yep.
Are you literally going to be putting this on like Audible?
I hadn't thought of that, but I could do it. Yeah.
You should, because there's people in the car, they'll put it on, they want to make a life change.
Yeah.
You could be playing it. It could save somebody's life.
Oh, it's already saved many lives. There's many thousands of people. It's been like the program's been going for 35 years, and there's I don't know how many thousands of people, but I've got 200 letters from people saying thank you for giving me back my life and things like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I would love to have this on audiobook as well as in Braille and anything else that, would help. That would be amazing. I mean, look into that, because that would just reach so many more people. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for the idea. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Rowland, for being on the show. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, if you're just going through this thing and you want to change your lifestyle, you want to clear out your arteries, you don't want to die of a heart disease or a heart attack or whatever, and you want to check this book out for yourself, the link is in the description box below. Go ahead and check that out for yourselves and let me know, and let Mr. Rowland know what you think about it. And if he has changed your life, you need to write it in the description box below or in the comments below. That way people can be encouraged to actually go ahead, and all they have to do, if you want to change, if you want to know, if you're curious, get the book. That's it. Just get the book. That's all. Am I right, Mr. Rowland?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, hopefully, guys, your arteries will be clear. And we will all be free of heart disease. Be good. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys.
I dare to be different. I dare